and gentlemen, we are back for episode 255 of the Millie Goes podcast. Last night, well, like we normally do, we do recaps during the major rounds almost every night, and that's what we're here to do tonight. We've got a good sports night going on. We got a 3-3 game in the bottom of the ninth in the College World Series. We got basketball going. We got the second day of the U.S. Open, and we got a leaderboard that looks like the course looks like the course heard everything everybody was chatting about, dude. You're there.
The course bit back today, I guess is what the people could say.
A lot of talk about the course losing its fastball.
I mean, they always say, what type of man you are by how you react after you get hit in the mouth. If the course got hit in the mouth yesterday, you found out what type of course it was today.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's so funny because it looks so easy on, like, I'm watching it on TV. I'm like, dude, why can't they make a birdie?
Look, man, I'm going to be honest with you. And I thought this, and I was like, I'm not going to write this down because this is just me being an idiot. This is me being an armchair putter, me being an armchair chipper, armchair driver. It's hard. It's a hard course. I'm not going to say it's not hard. But I do think a lot of these guys were beat before they teed off on the first tee.
Really?
They were told how hard it was. They believed it.
Whoa.
And they're letting it beat them. I think golf is just as much of a mental sport as it is a physical sport. And if you're teeing off and you're like, I can't hit it 5 yards to the right, I can't hit it 5 yards to the left. If I don't hit it straight, I'm going to bogey this hole before you even tee off, and you're going to bogey the hole.
Yeah,
again,
you got to visualize it.
The course is hard. I'm not saying it's not hard, but I do think, look at some of the scores. You got just as many people. I know we're going to go over the scoreboard, but you have just as many people over plus 25 than you do that are under par. I think the course beat some people just by the name on its jersey.
Just before whenever you line them up across the field, go shake hands like in football.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a 25, 27, 27, 35.
That guy that shot plus 35, we at some point tonight, we got to just look at his score.
I think I have it bookmarked.
He shot at 89 today.
Hey, that's not bad, dude. George Duongmani.
I felt like he was out there because he lost his fantasy football league.
Like whenever Luke Combs, dude, I did see Luke Combs, by the way, because his friend lost his fantasy football league. They had to come and sing at one of his concerts. But if he loses, he has to go sing in a karaoke bar for an hour, just like an old school karaoke.
Did he lose?
I don't know. He hasn't lost yet, but I did
Saeed's. I saw Luke and Saeed's one night.
Hey, Saeed's. That separates the men from the boys there.
That does. That hell of a Saeed. Shout out Saeed.
Also, I saw this one thing on, speaking of golf, where the gimme rule that you have, I took a picture of it. I was going to send it to you. I forgot. That if the amount of claws, the white claws that you drink, that's your gimme range. You tape them together. You make like a wizard staff, and however long your wizard staff is.
Love that.
That's what a gimme is.
Edge wouldn't even have to putt.
You could drink the 2x4s too if you wanted to. Okay, you're out in Oakmont. I wrote down a bunch of notes. You have a bunch of notes that you were saying. I always write down my notes whenever I'm just watching this stuff because I'm like, ooh, that's a good one. I think the first thing that we have to talk about is there were a lot of white pants out there today.
There were.
Mm-hmm. I saw J.J. Spawn, Phil Mickelson. There were a couple. Oh, my gosh. What just happened? Somebody hit a bomb? The baseball game's over.
Dang. I was watching live from Oakmont like I wasn't there all day.
I told you. Walk-off win for the Beavers. I told you. Bet the Beavers.
Hey.
Bet the Beavers.
Never bet.
It's the worst Gatorade shower I've ever seen. They can't get him. Somebody's going to get hurt.
They miss?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, they're out there cutting around. I'm like, somebody's ACL is going to get popped. Anyways. Oh, poor girl.
Won. Why are they Gatorade shower? They didn't
Well,
win the series.
could come back to haunt him. Anyway, so there were a lot of white pants out there. That's what I was going to write. The second thing I wrote down is what do you think you would realistically shoot there?
Again, like I'm not a great golfer, but I'm also not playing from the tips.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably shoot a 115, 120. Like where we would play from the fairway, where we would hit it from where we play from, the fairways are wider. I don't think they have the. I mean, are we playing like on Monday? Like, or are we playing how the course normally is?
I don't know.
The guy I
guess
work with played from. He said that they made him play from the blues or whatever, the whites or whatever it is. He didn't play from the tips, and he said he shot 79.
What?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Now
But
is he I shot a 79 by myself,
he played college golf.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Then yeah, he can play. He can
But
play ball.
I don't think it was how the course is set up now. And again, he didn't play from the tips. Playing from the tips is a different ball game.
Yeah. The pro setup's a different.
I mean, if you look at some of the tee boxes where they hit from, it adds another 150 yards
Mm.
to the hole.
Yeah. I mean, every golfer we've talked about or talked to on here, like interviewed, Hubbs, Lauer, Kim, Novak, they're like, it's so much different setup than whenever it's the pro setup.
Yeah, and
like
like we were looking it up. I think it's $200K for initiation fee. Like it's a private club, $250K initiation fee. I might be right or wrong. That might be right or wrong. That's what we read. People aren't going to pay that initiation fee and 600 to 1,000 or 1,500, whatever it is a month. Again, in Pittsburgh, so probably only playing half the year because of weather. And they're not paying that a month to go out there and shoot 150 every time they play.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So, again, hard course, difficult, but also think the name on the chest beat a lot of these guys.
Dude, it was funny watching them come off the course. It looks like they just got done wrestling like for 2 minutes against somebody. Like they're all sweaty and they like take their hat off and they give it the old
yeah.
And the
It's a
sideways
grind.
head nod. So
It's a grind. I mean, like they literally have no idea. Like when they hit it in the rough, like I'm there with the mic, there's like this is a lot of grass. And the ball goes straight into it. And they just don't know if the grass is going to grab the club. They don't know how the ball's going to come out. It's a guessing game for them. And that's what I think is killing a lot of them. And it's so funny, but like just as somebody that's not having to do it, it's funny because they look at their caddy like, why didn't you tell me it was going to do that? Or I can't believe it did that. Like it's, their fault. Or, it's like he's I hit it the right way. Why did it come out that way? And they just
like,
don't
dude,
know.
It's going like 16 different directions. The grass is, and it's buried like 5 inches below where you can see it.
Yeah.
So it could hit.
I tried to take some pictures to see if, like, I took a picture of two green because, like, it's on a slope. Like, I felt like if you put the flag pin in there, like, the flag pin would have been diagonal on two green.
Here's 2 green, by the way.
Yes.
You can't see. I got it all pulled up, dude. We're ready to go here. So 2 green.
You also
that's the one that was way back. It was like the 3-leaf clover, and it was in the top of the 3-leaf clover back there.
Yeah. You
And
also
that
can
was
see the only tree on course.
par 2, or it was a par 4, 346. Par 4, 346 yards. And so it was one of those ones you could get after if you wanted to, but if you missed long at all, you were dead.
Yeah, a lot of guys were hitting it in that bottom right-hand corner today.
Okay.
And then trying to chip it up. Matsuyama hit it within like 6 inches of the pin. But like Keegan
Tough
Bradley hit it up there and
decking.
it rolled all the way back down. Guy this morning, I don't know who it was. It rolled all the way back. Like one of the first guys that teed off rolled all the way back down.
Oh, I think I have that one. I think I have it.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. B. McCormick's here. By the way, everybody listening to the podcast, thank you. Subscribe, like the show. Subscribe to the show. We're trying to do as much as we can. We love doing this. It's a lot of fun. Let's go, B. McCormick. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, okay. So Sam Burns, like he got out there early and posted a 65. And it was kind of like, okay, this is how it's going to go. Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
But he's a good putter. Isn't
you
he one
had-
of the best putters on tour?
Yes. Him and Denny McCarthy are kind of jostling for who the best putter is on tour.
Yeah.
And he was smoking them. So here's the rounds of the day. Greaserman, Jason Day, quietly. I had that written down in my notes. I just wrote Jason Day because he shot a 67. He was 300 today. Victor Hovland, your guy, kudos to you. You said if he could figure out the putter at all, he'd be leading or up there in this thing. Maverick McNeely. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds under par today. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Johnny
Out of
Keefe,
156 guys.
dude, that's nuts.
What is
Adam
that?
Scott, only guy to not shoot over par both days. I was looking at him on DraftKings, by the way.
Yeah.
Sam Burns had been playing really good before he even started this U.S. Open, by the way.
That's 4% of the players.
That's nuts. Victor Perez had a hole-in-one. Tyrrell Hatton went even today. So there's a lot of guys that went
first
even.
hole or second hole in one all time. U.S. Open Oakmont. They've
Wait,
had
what?
10 of them. That's only the second hole in one all time.
Really?
Yeah.
I got a video of it here in a second. But
for U.S. Open at Oakmont. So 10.
Okay. Yeah.
10 times 40 rounds.
Sam Burns was cooking, dude. He had 1 bogey and 6 birdies. That's pretty darn good, dude.
Yeah.
1 was whooping. And this is another thing I wrote down. 1 and 18 were killing people.
Well, at one point during the day, I think it was by the time that the first wave of guys finished, more people had bogey or double bogeyed 1 than there were birdies on the entire front 9.
Jeez.
The front 9 kicked people's ass today. Like the back 9 was the easier of the 9s today. But look at Sam Burns' his scorecard yesterday. I mean, he shot a 72.
Yeah.
But he bogeyed the last 4 he bogeyed the last 4 holes on yesterday.
I don't know how to get back to round 1 or round 1. So.
Go down.
Oh, there we go.
Over.
Well, now I got to find him.
Where'd you go? What'd you do?
I'm right here. What do you mean where'd I go? Where'd you go?
I'm right here.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Round 1. No, it's still showing round 2.
Go where it says round 2. Click that.
Oh, I see. I couldn't see. My screen was blocking it.
I'm pointing it like I'm like look at his round yesterday. He was -2 and then he bogeyed. Well, he double bogeyed.
Oh, we laughed about that.
He went +5 on the last 4 holes yesterday. So he could be easily -7 right now.
Dude, that last little closing stretch was killing people. That 18 is diabolical.
Yeah.
The way that it funneled back down, that was killing people.
Yeah.
Sam Burns made a really good putt on 18 too to save par. It was going uphill. I think that his 65 was the 3rd lowest at Oakmont. I think it's the 3rd lowest score ever at Oakmont. I think is what it was. I saw that little stat. We got to get back to round 2. I'm getting confused. I'm getting too confused here. But anyways, so reverse rounds of the day. Dude, look at all these 80s. That's got to be a record for the number of 80s in a major, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be.
I mean, 89.
Buddy.
He almost shot a 90.
Let's look at this scorecard. Oh, my gosh.
He was on 18, like, if I make this putt, I break 90. I mean, he didn't get a par. He didn't get a par until the 9th hole. Look how he started his round. Double, bogey, bogey, triple, bogey, 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 double. Then he got a par. Then he doubled.
I feel so bad for this guy, but at the same time, like he's one of us. Is he an amateur? No.
No, he's a professional.
George Duong Monier.
He's probably a qualifier. He qualified or something. I mean,
That's
it's seriously, like it seemed like he was a guy that lost his fantasy football league and they made him play. He's plus 35.
35 over.
Plus 35.
Buddy. Oh man. Oh. Did he even get a birdie? No.
Did he
Give him
go
credit.
to round one?
Go to round one. All right, let me figure this out again. No.
No.
He was birdie free. Birdie free through 2. Holy smokes.
Think he sticks around and goes to the range tomorrow?
He might as well just stick around and sign autographs or something, dude. That's something. So JJ Spawn, who was the leader, definitely bogey today. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bogeys, but he was still playing some pretty good golf. He
made a couple long putts again today.
Yeah, the putters, people who can putt are doing really well at this course. If not, you have to be really good strokes gained off the tee.
That was the thing, is everybody was all worried about, who is going to get in the fairway, what's the best driving accuracy. Let's play those guys. And I don't feel like a lot of people looked at putting. I did. I certainly didn't.
Right. There's old Victor Hovland. So
to me, as a idiot who doesn't know what he's looking at, these greens, like, they're big, but they don't seem that much different to me than Augusta, and people don't seem to have as big of a problem putting at Augusta. Maybe it's because they see Augusta every year. I don't know, but it's definitely eye-opening when you watch these guys putt. I mean, I'm sure you're gonna show it later about JT. It's like,
yes, we have that clip, but we have anything else to do about the scoreboard here? I mean, we'll just kind of go through. Siwoo fell off. I mean, we all started off. Tristan Lawrence, dude. Tristan Lawrence. Look at his scorecard.
Yeah.
The guy started on the back 9 and he was 3 under through 4, and then it was bogey, bogey, bogey.
He was leading, I think, or tied for the lead.
6 under. We had like a 3 or 4 shots lead. He literally, for like an hour to an hour and a half, he just stunk. It was outrageous. And then he birdies number 1, which is like the hardest hole on the course.
Nobody birdied 1 today.
He did. He was an interesting watch, dude. That was wild. It was like, whoa, he might run away with this thing, and then literally gave it right back 3 holes. Who did that yesterday?
Sam Burns.
Sungjae M. It was Sungjae.
No, he did that today. Or no, he did do that yesterday too. He got the lead and then went bogey, bogey.
It was like, Sungjae's in the lead. Go follow him. And it's gone. South Park meme.
Sungjae went +7 today.
Dude. That's what I'm sitting here looking at. I'm like, okay, Tristan Lawrence was up there. I was like, oh, he's going to do it. I mean, really what this does, it just leaves it open for pretty much anybody.
Well, there's a video out. I mean, I don't know if you got it saved or not, but of Scotty on the practice range.
Yes, yelling at his coach.
Yeah, and I just think it's like they don't know how to, they know what we feel like now.
Yeah.
After we play.
Like, I was aiming there. Why is the ball going over there?
Yeah. It's like they're amateurs again.
It's
John Rahm stunk today.
He could not.
I just think a lot of them are mentally exhausted, like from yesterday, and it's it showed today.
There's my guy Stevens, dude. I told you.
It's also raining, so
it was so funny, like watching all these guys. They'd get up there, you'd see them start climbing the leaderboard, and then they'd hit one off the green, and then they'd like quadruple a hole or triple a hole or double a hole, and then they just completely fall apart for another 2 holes.
Well, it's because a lot of times if they're off the green, near the green, they're playing army golf on the green.
Mm-hmm.
They're back and forth. But some of it today too was the wait times.
Dude, they were taking.
They got backed up. mean, their girlfriends now know what our girlfriends and wives feel like. I thought your round was supposed to take 4 hours. They're out there 6 hours.
Now we could say the U.S. Open takes. I mean, how
Yeah.
long did it
How
take?
how long are you gonna be, honey? Well, the U.S. Open, it took them 6 hours to play.
These are the
So
pros. Like these are
yeah,
the best. I mean,
yeah.
they play golf better than anybody. They don't have to search for their ball ever, and they're just taking them forever. Oh man, Pacers are running away with this thing, dude.
23rd.
Spieth, I just love looking at Spieth's scorecard just because it's. Well, this wasn't that bad.
No, he didn't show up
Okay.
today.
I was gonna. That's not that bad.
And I wish though you could see. It's more like today. You need to look at his shot tracer. Like hole 1, like he was in the sand. he was kind of all over the place.
Shout out to our guys, Michael Kim. He made the cut and then had a beer afterwards. I think we got that on there. We got some stuff. Some headlines we're gonna roll over. Xander made it. Rory made it. Made a birdie on 18.
Rory is quickly becoming a villain.
Oh, dude, he is in his. He's like, the guy who just thinks he's turned into an NBA player, right? Or like an NFL player where they're always thinking every time a media asks a question, like, what do you mean by that? It's like,
Yeah.
what do you mean? I just asked you a question.
Yeah.
Like he's offended. He's getting irritated with everything.
He thinks everybody's against him, but he's not helping himself either.
No. So Patrick Reed made it. The
He
James
threw a club
Nicholas guy.
today.
Yes, he did. I got that on there. James Nicholas made it. He was a cool story. Novak made it. Let's go.
Novak birdied 17 with a long putt. He went long off his drive on 17. I was there watching him. He went long off his drive, and he rolled to the back of the green. He then sailed it across the green, and then made the putt for birdie.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how you make the cut, dude.
And so he had to par. He had to par 18.
Dude. And then Phil fell apart at the end there. He had it in his grasp, and he fell apart. So that's kind of a look at the leaderboard. I love watching Victor Hovland play because I don't know if he's ever mad or if he's upset or if he's just really the happiest guy ever.
He's the happiest guy ever.
It's like he'll hit a bad shot. He just turns around and starts laughing like, ah. And you're like, dude.
He's so open and honest too. Like if you watch his post press conferences, it's just like he just says what's on his mind. And I think he appreciates the challenge, but it's like, he won his tour championship. He got his 18 million. He's kind of set. So now he's just like playing for fun. And he might be bad. He might be great. But I also think, and I've said this for a long time, I always say this, if he's there on Sunday, I put my money on him because he's got that killer instinct. Like he's gonna go for the jugular. Now
Yeah, he's like the Joker.
being aggressive here hurts you more than it should, but he's gonna go for it. He's gonna go down swinging is what he's gonna do.
I love that. And he's just so fun. Well, he needs to bring back the cool outfits, though. I've had enough.
Yeah, he needs to go back to Tour de France, Victor.
Dude, I could see him out there wearing what Cam Newton was wearing the other day.
Well, that's what Spawn wore today. Here's my question, though. Is JJ Spawn the new face of Puma? Did he take over for Rory? Or not Rory, Ricky.
Damn.
He's got to be, right?
Porch pass?
He's got to be, right? Ricky's not wearing flower shirts.
He wore that. He did. No, I don't know. Ricky wore an entirely camo outfit. That's until JJ Spawn pulls something like that. I don't know. That's a good question, though. I did like JJ Spawn's shirt. I like the new Nike shirts that they're wearing that just have like the white collar and then it goes down to where the buttons are. I like those.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
So, all right. So that's the leaderboard. Let's go through some of these notes that we had. Rory said that he's declined media requests once again following his first round pour over at the U.S. Open on Thursday. He just made it clear that he recently feels he has no obligation to speak if he doesn't want to. I think the only people that are actually going to be mad at that are people in the media. I don't really care what he has to say. No offense to him.
No.
It makes nothing. And I think most fans feel the same way too. And the media's like, you owe it to the fans. You're like, no, you want the credit that you got the scoop and asked the right question, so all your media buddies can pat you on the back and say, good question.
Yeah, they think that the fans want to know what he has to say.
No,
They
I
don't
don't.
because he's gonna say the same thing everybody else is saying.
They're never going to say anything that's
Rory thinks that the fans want to know what he has to say, and they don't.
No, I don't care. I don't care. He's good at
Rory
golf.
is the LeBron James of PGA.
Who's the LeBron James of the NFL?
Aaron Rodgers.
Can't stand that guy. Okay, this is the one. This is now we get into this is what I had to say for the course being back. The course was back today, and this is the first thing I saw as soon as I don't know, this morning.
Yeah, this is at like 7:00 in the morning.
What hole was this?
This is 2.
This is 2.
So he didn't even hit it that high up.
That thing was pin high, dude. So this guy Chandler hits a ball pin high from the fairway on number 2, and that thing rolls from the back of the green all the way off the green. How do you get it to stay?
Somebody in the comments, I think, said it did that because he's a professional player and knows how to put spin on it. I don't know how to put spin on it. Mine would have rolled up right to next to the pin.
Hey, it's still rolling while we're talking, by the way.
I know. It rolled for like 40 seconds.
Holy smokes, dude. Lefties are back, by the way. We got
I
Matt
I was
McCarty.
laughing too because Xander was talking to his caddy, and Xander's like, "Well, what if it blades out?" Because Xander was in the rough on 2. He's like, "What if it blades out and it goes past?" And the caddy's like, "Well, you want to miss, past on the right than on the left." And I'm like, "Has he even looked at the sheet? There's sand everywhere back there. Like, what do you mean one of us right than left?" Like, but I'm sure it was for some reason that is beyond my smartness. But I just was like, yeah, he doesn't want to miss long. He's gonna be in the sand and then have to chip it downhill,
which is never gonna stop.
No.
B. McCormick says, good. Glad y'all can't stand Rodgers and Blitzberg. About to lay it on everyone this year. Good luck trying to score any points, if any at all, on my Steelers this year. Well, the issue is you have Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, Pete McCormick.
Well, the issue, too, is you don't have T.J. Watt on defense.
The issue, too, is that here's another reason why the course is back. Justin Thomas. Dude, when I saw this, I just started laughing so hard. He had a 22-foot birdie putt on 12, and then he 4-putted. Whoop! Yow!
He's out there looking like Angel Reese shooting layups.
Dude, 100%. And another pair of white pants. I don't know what
everybody wore the white. They all wore white pants today because they can't wear them on the weekend because it's supposed to rain.
I thought it was after Labor Day.
Well, Labor Day is not till September.
Technically, every day is after Labor Day.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, every day is before Labor Day. But yeah, a lot of white pants, and that was just funny as hell. That was funny as hell to watch him lip out and then lip it out again. I love whenever they get all mad and they wipe their putter face. It's like, all right, here we go. Let me finish out, guys.
But
and then whoop.
Well, I will say this, like,
hit him with the Chris Berman. Whoop.
Look, I'm not a huge JT fan. I don't really have a reason not to like him. I just something about him, but he doesn't look at his caddy like it's his caddy's fault. He just gets back down and putts it, and I appreciate that. I respect that because a lot of guys, if they miss this first putt, they look at their caddy like, "What? Why didn't it go left? I hit it right. It's not my fault." And he didn't do that. He didn't do that. So I'll give credit for that.
And here's another one from Oakmont where this dude is.
That's Lauer.
Is that Lauer?
I think so.
Oh, no. This is outrageous.
That's Lauer.
That is Lauer.
Shout out Lauer for only getting beat by George, whatever his name is.
Dude, I mean, I don't even know. I saw that so many times where guys would swing and the ball like pops straight up, or there's a bunch of grass that just flies out and it never moves.
Yeah, I mean, that first swing looks like he pulled somebody's wig off. Look at this.
That one video, dude, where they're throwing like bowling balls at each other in the club. You seen that?
Yeah.
Oh, here you go. This was the line. I saw this and I was like, man, I don't want to go to that. I'm
That's
sorry.
not the line to get in. That's the line to cross the
Yeah,
pedestrian bridge.
that's what I thought. I was like, there's no way. I was like, it looks like the bridge, right?
No, because that's hole 2. That's the stands at hole 8, and then hole 2 is over here to the right. That's the line to cross the pedestrian bridge.
That is, I would just pick a side and stay. There's no way I'm crossing that damn thing.
Yeah.
I'd go to the back
Well, there are
9.
also times across it. Like if Scotty's group is on one side and they get done and cross the other side, then they actually close down the cart bridge so they can have 2 lanes for people to cross, 2 bridges for people to cross. Or if it's Rory or whoever it is, Xander, Bryson, the guys that everybody wants to watch. That's I'm sure Scotty finished 1. Everybody was over there on 1 watching him. He went to 2, so people are trying to get over there so they can get to a spot to see him on the front 9, the rest of the front 9, and it's just locked.
No, thank you.
That's not to get in though.
Oh, here was somebody ripping on Scotty. This is when he hit that drive and like did all the funky footwork stuff like he always does. Oh, he's smashing stuff too. There's a lot of club smashing going on. Oh, he was in the church pew bunkers again.
That was hole 3.
Here's Rom. It's from Tap It In Golf Podcast, I think. Rom's misses inside 15 feet for the first 2 rounds. He missed a 9-footer, a 4-footer, a 2-footer. These are all for birdies and pars, except for 1 bogey that was 5 feet. But he had so many. He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birdie attempts that were inside 15 feet.
Isn't that his thing though? Is he normally a bad putter?
I'm not sure, but
I mean, that's what killed him at Quail Hollow. He could have had a 2 or 3 shot lead going into the Green Mile, but he missed a couple makeable putts to keep him tied with Scotty. And then when he hit the Green Mile, he just self-destructed because he had to get aggressive.
This is Justin Thomas in his last 13 majors. He has not been inside the top 30 but 1 time, and he has missed the cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, we've said this. Maybe it's me that said it, but we've said this because I'm including all of us in now on the hatred of him. If he's not the best person in his group, he's not making the cut. I think, like I said, going back to the Oakmont name on the front of their jersey, he gets beat by that. Maybe it's a self-confidence thing. Maybe I don't know.
Is he the Thomas Dietrich? Because Thomas Dietrich or Cam Davis stink until it's major time, and then they always make the cut.
Thomas Dietrich was T1 today, and then went double bogey.
Yep, he collapsed. Shout out Mike Kim. He said he was going to have a beer after 36, regardless of the outcome. And he said hope plus 6 or 6 over is good enough. And then he put a picture of his beer. We got to work on his pasta selection back there, though.
Wow. And fill your beer up.
Yeah.
What kind of beer do you think that is?
It looks pretty thick. It looks like an IPA.
No, IPAs don't. They're more yellow than that. I think it's like a Busch Light.
No. Busch?
With the foam? Look at that foam. That's Busch Light foam.
No, we need to get our foam expert in here, and if that's the case. We got a guy who tasted that. So Sam Burns is in the lead, but look at how he wears his glove on the back of his pocket there.
Yeah.
He doesn't stick it in his pocket. He loops the Velcro around his belt. What the hell is that?
Well, his pants are too tight, so I'm sure it crunches in his butt if he puts it in his back pocket. He wears tight pants.
You're right. He's like Jimmy Fallon and Will Ferrell, the Tight Pants song.
Yeah.
This was just a shot about the cut line from Data Golf. 2 very different 9s. Currently not projecting much of a wave split, but it's just showing this. It's showing that at the time when I bookmarked this, it was 32% chance of it being 6 over, and then it was 57 that it was going to be 7 over, and then there was a 9% chance it was going to be 8 over. So, and then it was just showing how difficult the holes are compared to the front 9 and the back 9, and it was crazy. I think 8 and 9 are absolutely ridiculous, and then 18 too were the highest.
The front 9 kicked people's ass today.
That's what it looks like. So, but then I took this video of Justin, or no, I didn't take this video, but here was Justin Rose looks up as he hit his into a tree as his ball comes rolling down the cart path.
Dying. Two things from this.
It hit the people on the
two things from this.
Go ahead.
One, the volunteer is trying to get it to keep rolling as far as it can, getting people out of the way. Because if it hits a person,
really?
It stops. He's like, get out of the way, get out of the way.
He's like, they're like curling. He's like,
yeah, I don't know if you can play the audio on it. He's like, move. Like he's trying to get it to go as far as it'll go.
Can I play the audio? Hold on.
Start it back.
All right, so we can play 7 seconds at a time, I think. But Justin Rose hit a ball, got stuck on the cart path, and then it came barreling down the cart path.
Move back.
Oh, is that what he's saying? He's yelling back. He's another Chris Berman. Back. We got 2 Chris Berman references. And then it gets to the end and hits these 2 people who are on motorized carts you get at the grocery store.
And Justin Rose driving the cart for the person. He starts steering for her. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, it cut off. There's another where it's a little longer, and he's like turning for that person.
Oh my gosh, dude! What a scene! Talk about the course.
And I'm not trying to be a handicapist or I don't think if you're on a motorized cart, just watch it from home.
Dude, because I went to the U.S. Open. There's some courses like you can't get like the holes.
Yeah,
you're not getting you got to go through the sand and the muck.
Yesterday, I shouldn't be laughing. God bless their soul. Somebody tried to go up one of those hills and it tipped backwards and flipped on them. It flipped on them. And it was just like this. I was like, this is why they shouldn't. If you have to be on one of those, just watch it from home. Like you hold people up, like on the bridge. Like people can't pass you. Like you hold things up. People can't pass you on the carts. It's just, I don't know.
Oh.
Also, one thing else about Sam Burns, man of the people.
Oh yes.
Before we talk about this hole in one, Sam Burns was on 8 today. I can't remember if he was tied or he was definitely T2. He was at -3 on hole 8 today. He gets to hole 8. Hole 8 is held up. People are waiting 15, 20 minutes on hole 8. Somebody in the crowd, a patron, falls down from like heat exhaustion or heat stroke or something. I don't know. Sam Burns is the only person in his group that goes over there, gets ice for him, then pulls a towel out of his bag, goes to the cooler, pours 3 or 4 bottles of cold water on his towel, gives the person his towel, checks on the person, and then goes up there and stripes one close to the pin. It should have birdied 8. But to do that when you're playing that well, you're up that far on the leaderboard. Shout out Sam Burns.
Maybe that's what you need, though, right? That's what you need.
Because the other 2 guys in the group didn't do that. They might have missed the cut. But they were worried about their spot. It meant more to Sam Burns to take care of that person than the leaderboard.
Is that our champion?
Hey, people's champ right now.
Oh, dude. The Chet Holmgren is flopping around everywhere. But the game's tied. I thought it was over. It's not over. Shout out Victor Perez. It's been playing on repeat for this ace on hole number 15. Pretty cool. What'd you say it was? Like the second or third only?
Second all-time in U.S. Open for Oakmont.
That's crazy.
Well, I love the chest bump.
Yes.
Caddy got some ups.
That's risky after Tony Finau.
Caddy got some ups with the knee brace on.
Here's Victor Hovland his first 2 rounds. Plus 11.1 strokes gained, tee to green. That's first. He's plus 5.5 strokes gained, approach. That's first. And he's tied 5th despite 5 3 putts.
Yeah.
So if he, like you said, if he could putt at all, that's dominant.
He'd be winning.
So tee to green and approach. Sam Burns, he's gaining 9.3 and a half strokes to the field. That's on pace to be the best major championship round of the year.
Wow.
He's cooking. And then Rory, dude, did you see this?
I didn't see this. I saw a picture of this though, and one of the photographers laying in the weeds, got the sun in the background, and it's like the club's in the air.
Oh,
it was a sick picture.
I said this is like guy finally retires from church league softball and takes a liking to craft beer and starts throwing axes on Thursday nights instead of playing softball.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Rory is becoming the villain. I mean, he also smashed the teeth.
Yeah, I have that video too.
Yeah.
These I do them in chronological, so whenever I do this, it's like when it happens, and then I find the next one. It goes.
See?
It's oh, that's cool. Yeah. That's so stupid. But he's doing it to himself.
That's what I'm saying. He's self-destructing. What do they say? you either die the hero or you live long enough to be the villain. And he's becoming
the villain.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, he's doing it and sabotaging himself to justify the fact that he just doesn't want to do it anymore. Like
so he can go to live.
Well, I mean, whatever, but it's
kick him
just
off the tour.
Mr. Gilmore achieved that feat no more than an hour ago. But yeah, he's just doing it to himself. That's a classic, like, oh, I'm gonna give myself my own confirmation bias of like, see, I told you everybody was being mean to me. It's like, yeah, dude, you're freaking tomahawk throwing golf clubs halfway down the fairway at a U.S. Open, and then curb stomping tee box holders or whatever tee markers.
I mean, I know it didn't go where he wanted to, but from a shot,
hey, that's a good shot. As far as I'm concerned,
shot that looks straight. Like, I would have said, "Can I find that ball? All right, perfect. Let's go play."
Yeah, but I mean, if he
has my beer snake made it that far, I might be able to pick up that hole.
That's right. Be driving around golf carts like they're wedding cars back in the day with cans tied to the back of them.
Married. That's a gimme. I'm on the tee box. That's a gimme.
Dude, could you imagine doing that at Oakmont? We would do that. We could do that. Freaking 73-yard. I'd be drinking yards of beer.
Yeah.
So I'd do. I just fill them up 3 beers at a time and then put that sucker. Let's tape those babies together. Oh, this is here you go. Scotty Scheffler with his hat on sideways, just absolutely. I don't know if he's cussing at himself or his shirt's untucked. It looks like he just finished a scramble at the local country club after having like 16 beers.
Yeah.
And they came in 5th, and his hat's all sideways, and he's yelling at his buddy like, how could the team at first turn that card in? There's no way they shot a 49.
And like he's had to pee 15 times. He got tired of tucking his shirt in every time.
Yes. His belt, I'm pretty sure his belt buckle's like on his left pocket over there somehow. I don't know. He looks like he's
Yeah, well, I think what he's saying is, like, again, not that I think, like, Scotty doesn't do this a ton or anything, but, like, it's one of those, I don't know how it's going that way. I'm not hitting it that way. Why is it going that way?
He hit 7 of 18 greens. That's like his worst in a major ever.
Yeah.
So,
which I think, as good as he is, he's normally able to hit out of that. But now with how tall,
he couldn't hit his driver where it needed to. He could not get off the tee. He was terrible.
Dude, needs to do what we do. Go to 3-wood.
I think that's what he has in his hand right there. But yes,
I love
that's what I
his
wrote down.
coach though. No matter what, his coach always has a wedge in his hand.
And it looks like a can of dip in his back pocket there.
When his coach walks the 9 with him when he's just practice round, it's like his cane is a wedge.
I
He
love
just
that.
walks with a wedge in his hand.
Look at that. I think he's got it. He's got a can of something in his back pocket there. Probably Zen.
Yeah.
The US Open Zen. Tristan Lawrence's group played the first 9 holes in 3 hours and 7 minutes. There you go. Everybody clip that. Tell your wife it takes Tristan Lawrence, US Open, 3 hours and 7 minutes to play 9 holes.
T1 at one point.
Yep. Notable missed cuts. Shane Lowry, Justin Thomas, Straka, DeChambeau, Neiman. I love that because everybody's like, Neiman, best player in the world.
Can we stop that now?
I said that on the Wednesday show before all this started. I said, do not, under any circumstances.
Every single major, in every single major, he is like this.
3 live events in a row and then comes out here to a major at the Masters or at the U.S. Open and gets his teeth kicked in. Every time. Fleetwood missed it. Oberg, Cantlay. We stopped with the Cantlay stuff. And then there were some others.
Oberg looks like he's put on some weight.
Yeah, yes, dude.
I noticed that today.
Oh, here's the T
the T marker
from Roy.
This was on 17.
Shout out Phil. This could be his last one. So he had 34 starts on the U.S. Open, 120 rounds, 45 rounds of par or better, 10 top 10s, 6 top 2s. Never won it. That was the only one he needed. This one is crazy because this just shows the strokes gained approach and the strokes gained off the tee. And they're called the flushers. So Thomas Dietrich, Victor Perez, Siwoo Kim, John Rahm, Victor Hovland, everybody that's crushing approach and off the tee, they're going to make the cut. Everybody who sucked at that, they are terrible.
There are guys in the green that missed the cut.
Yeah. Who is that?
Means they couldn't putt for.
Yeah, Ryan Gerard was one of those. Here's the leaderboard heading into Saturday at Oakmont. And Sam Burns is the favorite at plus 330, and then it gets pretty tricky after that. So I don't know. I don't know who I would head on. Who I got?
Scotty's 7 shots out.
I was gonna say Scotty's 7 back. I'm not putting Scotty out of that. Let's see who's down there.
What is Scotty top 10 right now? Is it plus money?
He's 25th, right?
Yes.
Tied for 25th. Tied for 23. I wouldn't think that's plus.
No.
Let's see.
Top 10 minus 225.
Yeah.
Top 5 plus 110.
Russell Henley is somebody that I would bet. That's somebody that I would bet to come back and win it. Somebody that can absolutely go scorched earth. Colin Morikawa.
Victor Perez, he almost got a medal at the Olympics.
I would say Colin Morikawa because normally
Stop.
What do you mean no?
He
normally does.
Is the worst 4th round player when the game is on the line.
But if he comes from behind, the game won't be on the line because he won't know it's on the line.
It will be on Sunday.
I'm not saying he's going to get there tomorrow. I don't know. I would say Scotty. I would say Russell Henley.
Look, how about this? We said yesterday that we thought that JJ Spawn would not be the leader after today.
Yep.
Do we think Sam Burns is the leader after tomorrow?
Dude, if he keeps putting like this, Victor Hovland's going to get up there at one point. He's going to get up there. No, I don't think Sam Burns is the leader tomorrow. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I don't like it. Oh, yeah. Here was Rory. He was the most bet golfer to miss the cut this week at plus 300. He went 2 under in his final 4 to make the cut.
Yeah.
Oh, there was only 3 players under par. They didn't mention, DeChambeau missed the cut. Justin Rose. Justin Johnson, among others. Oh, yeah, this is the story about James Nicklaus. To make the cut at the U.S. Open, this is from Monday Q Info. Great account. He played great, but opened with a 45 today and was well outside the cut line. All he did was shoot 2 under on the back nine on one of the most difficult U.S. Open courses to make the cut. So shout out James Nicklaus. So, but yeah, these are all the people that missed the cut again. And then that's what it was talking about. 5 players are under par, 6 players are 20 over or higher. And this was just a look at number 9 about how it averaged, scoring average is 4.511. There were only 5 birdies on number 9. There were 69 pars, 57 bogeys, and 10 double bogeys.
I'm blaming that on the green, though.
Buddy, look at this. Look at this one way over here to the left. Who is that?
That's on hole 1.
Oh my gosh. That might be a better place to play it than over here.
Yeah. Oh, so, nice. Go to those 3 positions.
They what?
Go to that. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
I haven't seen
There they are.
Yet. Oh my God! Look at 2.
Dude, they did it again. Hold on. Okay, so let's do this again. Here we go. So they put 2 way over here.
Yeah.
What hole? 2's the par 4. Yeah, the 346-yard par 4. They put it over here on the left clover now. Holy smokes. What a bunch of jackwagons. Look at that.
That looks like a dinosaur head to me.
Dude, look what they did to 7.
I can't see. You got to show us.
Sorry. I forgot to. Look what they did to 7. Like, you can't get to that.
Where is 7?
You can't get to that.
Oh, my goodness. It actually, you could run it up.
Hold on. Okay, let's pull it up.
7's not that bad. 8's the par 3. So 8's going to be tough if you're trying to go for it.
So 7's going to be where? Right here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But you can hit it long.
Yeah.
And spin it back.
You said 8's where now?
In there.
Oh, it's over here top. Okay, so it's back left behind that bunker. So it's like right here. That's how far is that thing? 289 yards. Dude,
yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, right, dude. What's another fun one? Number 12.
12's the par 4 or par 5.
Hold on, let's pull that one up. 12 is going to be front right. So it's going to be right here.
Yeah.
Oh, they went easy.
Which is where a lot of people hit it there. Well, you got to think Thursday's moving day.
Saturday's moving day.
Saturday's moving day.
Dude, 13. Let's look at 13.
13's par 3.
It's going to be over here.
Go
back. It's going to be it's going to be right here.
What's 17?
17 is going to be back left,
which is where Novak was today.
Oh, so 17. Let's find 17 here. Okay. 17 looks like, what is that?
Not even going to say it.
17 is going to be back here, right?
Yeah, that's Novak was in between those back 2 bunkers today.
Right
like
here.
He just off the green, like his ball hit the green and rolled off.
They're not as diabolical as some of those ones were yesterday. That was
no, they're playing the system. They want people to make some moves tomorrow, and then Sunday they're going to choose violence again.
I love how some of these are just like squares. These greens.
Yeah.
Cracks me up, dude. So, anyways. I don't have anything else, dude. That's all I had.
Yeah.
You got anything else?
No.
Okay. That was everything. That was a fun review. So we'll be back tomorrow night, probably.
Yeah.
See what happens on. Let's see. So we're saying Sam Burns won't be the leader.
Yeah. We're saying there's going to be a different leader each day.
I think so. Do you think the leader is going to be under par? I mean, you're there. The boys are buzzing. Let's go.
It's.
Demo's
I think the weather's just so unpredictable tomorrow.
What's the weather going to be like? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's raining right now. I mean, it's supposed to rain until noon.
BMO said it might snow. You got snow tires on, dude?
You have the snow tires on?
You got the snowshoes on? Let's go.
See, I mean, look at this thing.
It's going to be soft then. So the it's going to be soft.
Soft?
We got 2 words for you.
W-T.
My name is Enzo Amore. And you can't teach that. Okay.
Back when wrestling was good.
They were like the last ones that I used to enjoy actually listening to on the microphone.
Yeah.
Now it's just terrible. Oh man, OKC took the lead. How about that? So good sports day tomorrow. We're out of here. We'll be back tomorrow. Podcast. If you're just tuning in late, you can go check the podcast. And then check out our other ones. We did round 1, and then we did our full show that was from Wednesday. That came out Thursday, so go check that out. And then we'll be back doing this again tomorrow night. We'll make some more notes. We'll have a good weekend, and then for the show.
Hey,
let's do it. Check out the socials. Come yell at us on there. A good Saturday. Let's watch some golf.
Go Bills.